I literally don't think you can be friends with straight males. Like,
I think that you can totally be friends.
Of course you can be friends, but you can also always cross that line.
Attraction, if you're attractive, then that's it. The man will rise for the occasion.
I mean, you can't be friends with them without them wanting to sleep with you.
That's scary.
And they will only sleep with you if you allow them to. If you say no forever, then they won't. As simple as that.
Do you think then it's disrespectful to have male friends in a relationship?
Or maybe like if you're like acquaintances, not really, but if they're like friends and they're over, absolutely.
Because how would you feel if the roles were reversed and he had a bunch of girls wanting to sleep with him all the time?
I would.
But the thing is, until just now, I didn't know that. I'm not gonna lie.
See, and
so it's like I can't lie, especially like with this guy here. I've hooked him up with people. Like I've been friends with some of his girls and that. Like I've been tight with his girls. So I never actually thought it in my head it was that. Like,
would you date him?
No.
Just selling him a dream right there. Huh?
See, this is the thing. I think if you have a male friend who thinks that he could sleep with you, then no. That's not a healthy
how are you
situation.
Supposed to tell the difference?
No, I mean, no, you know. Come on, we know.
Well,
we just
she didn't know.
What if the roles were reversed and your boyfriend had a girl that if he ever said yes, like she would be down 100%. However, he's told her no. Are you cool with that?
No.
She's like no.
That's actually happened with my boyfriend. He's told me like a friend of his wanted to sleep with him and he said no. But I remember she was there when we went out on a night out and she was all over him as well. And it was just a lot. Like I couldn't stand it. It wasn't a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Yeah.
No.
Is it different, do you think, though, when you're like, I'm just trying to think, because I have got a couple of male friends.
I've got male friends.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't get over how red I look. I'm never wearing red again or something like this. But I think when you're both like in a relationship, say he's married and I'm married, I think maybe that's different because I prefer it. Because I've had actually an example of a male friend and we were really good friends. And it just got to a point where, I mean, he did express that he felt something in that sense towards me. And it obviously made it awkward because I was also friends with his wife. And I kind of just said...
he said that while he was married?
Yeah.
Wow.
He did a Pamela.
So we've kind of cut the contact now. But, you know, I kind of said before, actually, do you know what, in the situation, before he said that, we can't just be friends, you and I. It's either like we're friends as couples or not at all kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And he didn't want to be friends as couples because he actually felt uncomfortable with me around his wife because he felt an attraction towards me. So that kind of messed up the friendship there. Mm-hmm. So I think that, I think it's okay. Like if you're friends with a guy, but he's got a wife and you're friends with a wife and he's friends with your husband, like that sort of thing.
Like as a woman, I feel like to make the other woman comfortable, like you always just need to make ties with her. Like even with my friend, with his girls, like I've always been that girl who's like, oh, like, hey, like, da-da-da. If we're chilling together, like say we're at a drink up or something, I'm going to go to her. I'm going to chill with her.
Yeah,
I'm going to see how she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, leave him for a second.
It's a respect thing. I think. It's a respect that, look, I'm not a threat to you.
Exactly.
I want you to know that I'm not a threat to you. And I think if your friend who you friend zone, let's say for example, okay, if I gave you a window, you would jump through the window, but understand I'm never giving you a window. So if you are happy to settle for that, then that's up to you. That's your decision. You have to be accountable for that. And you have to respect me and my partner. And if there's any tinge of disrespect, you got to go.
Yeah, I agree. As long as that person is, because I feel like some guys will try to slyly just like throw shade on your relationship.
You can't,
and at the moment that happens, it's like, no, we can't be friends.
But also it makes me think like, would they just sleep with you because say they would sleep with anyone who's like attractive? And so if you come on to them, why would they say no if you're a friend or not? Because they would sleep with someone who's attractive who they don't know. You know what, maybe it's not just because
sometimes
it's you.
they'll sleep with someone who's not attractive. Some men will just sleep with...
Maybe it's not just because you're friends with them, but if they've never seen you like that and then you turn to them and say that to them, why would they turn it down? Because they would do it on a night out anyway.
Nah,
then
I feel like that's a little bit naive. I think obviously men are very visual. In my opinion, men are visual creatures, right? They are visual, and if you look good, then it's potential blood can be rushing to places, but ultimately you look good, and they acknowledge that you look good. But if you couple that, especially in today's society where substance is so dwindled, if you know what I mean, some women tend to not have any substance or any depth to them. So if they're your friend, you're already cool, so that's one element. You probably got a good head on your shoulders, which is another element. There are things about you that they know that probably are more attractive, if that makes sense.
No, they don't need all that just to sleep with you, though.
No, they don't. But then they wouldn't need to. But why are they? Maybe not why are they friends. Yeah, why are they friends with you? There's a reason why you're friends. You have a connection. It might not necessarily be a sexual connection.
Are we best friends or are we just friends? I'm friends with a lot of people, so it doesn't have to be on like a deep.
But it depends on
level.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. So, but then I guess I don't know. For me, I don't use the term friend loosely. You can be an associate. That's okay.
Exactly.
You can be a colleague. That's okay. You can be just somebody who I know in passing. That's okay. If I call you a friend, we're deeper level than that. You can come to my home. You can be around my kids. You can be around my partner. That's okay. An associate, you can't come into my house as an associate because there's different levels to it.
But I have heard, shall I say, like friend boys of mine or like acquaintances of mine say they started talking to a long-term friend of theirs, like in a different way. And then they would be like, funny, I've never looked at her that way. I've heard that before. I have. Like, I never looked at her like that.
The moment she says, come over, I'm a bit randy, we'll start looking at her that way.
But it didn't happen like that. It didn't. It started like with them
talking. Did they end up hooking up?
Yeah, ended up being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, so, then he did look at her like that.
But not at the beginning.
Exactly. I think that I agree with what she's saying, because it's like, at the end of the day, you can be in a relationship with someone or you can end up getting with someone that you've been friends with, but it would not have started off like that. Like they could have seen you in a whole different light, but until you actually put it out there, they didn't think twice about it. Like before, it would have been like, oh yeah, this is my boy.
Well, I'm with my partner. We were friends for several years before we got together, and I did ask him, did you ever look at me that way type of thing? And he will say, well, no, because I was in a relationship, and he was trying to keep himself looking on his good behaviour in that sense. But the more and more I delve, like, yeah, but did you ever find me attractive, whatever, then obviously he will go, well, yeah, obviously I found you attractive.
I think it's more like maybe he didn't see an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then she gave him signals.
So do you guys think that every single male in your life that you're not related to has looked at you like that?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, whether they have or whether they haven't, if you offer it up, they're going to take it. Facts.
But what if they
Facts.
don't?
No, but they would.
I feel like
Every single man.
Try your phone. I guarantee you.
Yeah, please try.
You're going to get in trouble with your boyfriend.
Oh, sorry, for real. She's with someone.
But well, and it's funny too, because if you ask guys about this, like they'll tell you. Like they know how. Like, haven't you ever heard a guy say, "I know how men think"?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read super chats and then we're gonna watch a video. Okay. Bodybuilding lifestyle. My best friend slept with my girlfriend. It's a no. Carlos X. Most men have low standards for one base home run. Don't flatter yourself. Most of your guy friends can get busy and go right back to the ball game. Blackest Panther. Those call her friends is exactly what we're talking about. Dudes do not talk to their male friends like that. Dudes were talking to her. Men code switch because women can't handle the truth. LP Berkshire, Pearl is the GOAT. Chief Keef, and that's why women deserve less. Myron Gaines. Pearl, I asked what parent takes criticism better?